Welcome to CSLDallas, a spiritual community deep in the heart of Texas, connecting with kindred spirits around the world. You are invited to explore or dive right into our powerful teachings, practices, mystical experiences, and heart-opening connections. This month we explore metaphysics and mysticism as we grow ourselves, co-create with the universe, and experience joy while transforming the world one life at a time. No matter if it's in person or virtual, we are so glad you're in community with us today. So let's get our celebration started with some uplifting music by our CSL Dallas band and music team.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Bundy, and I have the privilege of being the platform assistant today. So let's begin with our purpose. We are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, transforming lives, and so it is. So, hey, if you're new or joining us for the first time, welcome. From whatever background or life you come from, you are welcome here. We'd like to stay in touch with you, so please fill out a Connect card in your welcome bag or at the welcome tables. Our greeters can assist you in finding your way around. And for those of you who are online, please follow the link in the online Connect card in the chat. Make sure to subscribe to our social media channels by searching CSL Dallas to continue to get more spiritual content and stay up to date on all of our events. Each Sunday in December, we have a special message and a special speaker, continuing with our very own Faye Abdus Salam, which will be joining us next Sunday. She will be here to guide us through the winter solstice, which traditionally is the shortest day and night of the year. It makes a transition in our yearly cycle and in our individual lives. So come and walk through this transition together in spiritual community with wonderful music and a dynamic message. Now, Christmas Eve is right around the corner, and we want to make sure that you have your calendars marked to be here at CSLDallas. This year, we invite you to dive into the traditional Christmas story with new eyes, ears, and heart. So let us seek out the deeper truths, initiations, and spiritual guidance together so that we may be awakened to the light all over again. The evening will include powerful music, insightful message, and a candle lighting ritual, followed by cookies and cider. Child care will be available for those that are under 5. Okay? If you're over 5, you don't get that. Before we head into our message portion of today's celebration, we want to take some time to acknowledge some special people here in our community. Starting off with our everyday hero of the month, Sharon McGregor. Yay. Sharon has helped in so many ways here at CSLDallas, from taking care of our plants to taking care of the small children who make their way through CSLDallas. Sharon has participated and helped to host many rituals here at CSLDallas and always brings a light and a smile to each event she is part of. Join me in honoring and celebrating Sharon. Now, Sharon, it doesn't say so down here, but I think there's a gift up here, which means you have to come up here to get the gift. So come on up. And it's the 22 Laws of Wellness and a little picture by the youngsters. Oh, 22 Laws of Wellness is the name of the book. There's a picture drawn by the children and a little card, which I bet has $1,000 or more in it. And with that, thank you. Come stand over here so we can sing to you. Everyone.
1, 2, and we are grateful, for all you give and all you do and everything you are. And we are grateful, for all you give and all you do and everything you
Okay, thank you. And thank you guys. Now, before you get settled, secondly, we want to thank Jason Smith, who has been here playing the drums for the last 2 months. Okay. And thank you for bringing your gift to our community. Yes. Do we want to sing Grateful to Him too? Oh, we're good. Oh.
We are grateful, for all you give and all you do and everything you are. And we are grateful, for all you give and all you do and everything you
Okay. Now, if that's not enough to be grateful for, do you guys know the guy who's up there in the sound box? The big black guy who walks around here all the time? You know his name? Yeah, but he's got another name, okay? His other name is it Black Gabriel, he calls himself? That's his acting stage musical name. And I'm only telling you that because he has a brand new album that was released in October. And I want you guys to make sure that you know about it, okay? So find him after the service and see how you can get a chance to hear all his good stuff. If you had been here last night at the Mystic Cafe, you would have heard him. And the brother was really, really cool, okay? And one other one, just because I get to be up here and I get to do it like I want to, because Peacher's not here today and Tracy's not going to stop me. I see my main man, Bert, out there, and I just want to say, yo, what's up, Bert? Glad to see you in town. And happy belated birthday to Cindy. There you go. Now, let's settle into this morning with our music team of Candy and Glenda, along with our band, Brad, Jonathan, and Jason, and go within and center yourself with our spiritual coach, Tracy Brown.
In a quiet place, your hand on your heart, whispers of the universe dance among the stars. Every thought you breathe, every choice you make, echoes of your spirit in every step you take. Do you see, you are the light? Do you see, you shine so bright? Do you see, you are one with spirit? Do you see, you have the choice to live it? In the laughter and the tears, in the joy and pain, there's a thread that connects us like a gentle rain. Open up your heart, let your love flow free. Feel the truth within you, it's your destiny. Do you see, you are the light? Do you see, you shine so bright? Do you see, you are one with spirit? Do you see, you have the choice to live it? Do you see? You are the light. You shine so bright. Go within and let that light out. Be that light. Breathe that light right now as we go deeper into this centering moment. Breathe. Now is the time to see that you are the light, I am the light, we are the light in this season seeking to express itself. The light that goes through every day of all of life, and especially in this month where we get to focus on being the light, bringing the light, expanding the light, shining the light, growing the light. Do you see? So as we come together this morning, it is the absolute perfect moment, the absolute perfect time to commit to being the light, to illuminate the world, to illuminate by being the love that seeks to express itself within each one of us and within and throughout the collective. Do you see? Claim with me in this moment that now is the perfect time. And we are the perfect people, ready to be inspired by and to take in the wisdom as it is expressed today through Chris Miller. Ready now to do something different, to make a new choice, to illuminate the world with goodness, truth, and beauty. Ready now. To see all there is to see and be all there is to be. And if you, like me, are grateful for the opportunity to see and to be right now, then I invite you to repeat after me, Aho, Amin, Ashe, and so it is.
Do you see, you are the light? Do you see, you shine so bright? Do you see, you are one with spirit? Do you see, you have the choice to live it? Do you see, do you see? Do you see, do you see? Do you see, do you see? Composer. Yeah. Yeah. Two. 1, 2, 3. Come on. One as spirit and body. Right there. Right there. There's a place that I know where the sycamores grow and daffodils have their fun, where the cares of the day seem to slowly fade away in the glow of the evening sun. Peace when the day is done. If I go there real late, let my mind meditate on everything to be done. If I search deep inside, let my conscience be my guide. Then the answers are sure to come. Don't have to worry none. Like sweet seed when it grows, like a big yellow rose will wither and come undone. Well, that sweet smelling thing will be blossoming in spring with the kiss of the midday sun. Living has just begun. Let's pray. When you find a peace of mind, leave your worries behind. Don't say that it can't be done. 'Cause with a new point of view, life's true meaning comes to you. And the questions and answers you seek are one. Peace is for everyone. Peace is for everyone. Peace is for
All right. Let's see. Can you all hear me? Okay, great. All right. And let me see here. Okay. Wasn't that wonderful? I'm constantly amazed how Spirit brings you what you need exactly when you need it. And when you listen and you learn to listen, you'll see it talking. God is talking to you all the time. Spirit is talking to you all the time. And so I was listening to the songs, and of course, Wileen's wonderful song, wasn't that wonderful? Which I love it. Do you see it? And we know what that's from, right? Right. And then the next song is talking about your body, which is something that I'm really focusing on now as a speaker. And then I hear you singing, and it's the vibration, the movement of how you feel, right? There's a message in all that. So I'm going to ask you all, I'm going to introduce myself in just a minute, because some of you don't know me. But just take your thumb right now. I want you to sit there, and I want you to take one thumb, close your eyes, and lightly drag that second thumb on top of it. And I want you to focus on the feeling. that thumb touching your skin. Just focus on that feeling. Now, I want you to bookmark that, come back to the room, and I can introduce myself. We're going to come back to that later, all right? So, some of you know me, and I grew up here. And I've taken classes from Dr. Petra, and so it's so wonderful to come back. And when she called me and asked me if I would do this service, I was thrilled. I was thrilled. And when I come here and I see all these faces from different avenues of my life, even more thrilled. But what was really funny is, where did my journey start? It started in foundations. How many of you in here have taken foundations? Okay, so you're familiar. I'm sure you're familiar with the project, right? The infamous project. I have to do a project at the end of this. And I don't know about you, but at the time in my life, I thought about it all the time. Oh my God, there's a project at the end of this class. There's a project at the end of the day. And I got to do a project. And you think about it, and you think about it. And so when I got to the end of foundations, I was like, what is my project? And I don't know if there's anybody in here, maybe Anne, who was in my foundations class. But my project was, I started realizing I'm an artist. And so I'll share this with you in a minute. I've been doing art, and I create art, and I realized that there's a process in making art. And then when Dr. Petra taught me all the things she taught me about how to listen for that presence, I started going, wait a minute, I use this. I use this when I create. I use the same process when I make something that I use in class with Dr. Petra, that we're using right now. And so I wrote a book called The Spiritual Artist. It's I'll show it to you if you don't see it. Some of you have read it already. But what the book was about, and what my project was about, is I outlined the chapters. Talk about mental equivalent, right? I was like, I see the chapters. Of course, a lot of the chapters changed, right? But I stood up, and I don't know if you remember, my class project was a slideshow. Chapter 1, chapter 2, and so I can't go over every chapter, but what I will tell you is the book was about, how does that happen? How does that happen? When I make a piece of art, I realized that I step into the studio, and sometimes I would have an incredible experience and I'd make a beautiful piece of art. And other times I would get so frustrated, and I say this with full humility, I would rip a hole through the canvas. I would get so frustrated and angry that I'd rip a hole. Why? What am I bringing? What am I bringing to the process that's different? Why is it one time this beautiful experience and another time bad? And so what I did is I wrote a book about all the things. I started watching myself. How do I do it? How do I get in that place of flow? And everybody in this room, when I use the word artist, it doesn't mean just a fine artist or an oil painting artist. It doesn't mean that at all. It means creating. Dr. Petra will tell you this. Ernest Holmes will tell you this. We are all creators all the time, right? So I started realizing as I wrote the book, so it's been many years. Oh, I have to tell you this. I look back on my records. I save everything. So I saved every class, all my notes from all my classes going through. And if you don't know this, I went through practitioner training here. So I went through a long, long journey. And Dr. Petra is an amazing teacher, is she not? Is she not just an amazing teacher? I feel so, when I go out into the world and talk to other practitioners or other people, I realize just what a solid base I got from Dr. Petra. She really makes you sharp. She makes you sharp and know it. And so it helped me so much when I was looking at the creative process, and I brought it all together. And actually, if you've read the book, you'll know I even quote her. I quote her. Because one day I came into class, this is a little further down, when I was learning to be a practitioner. And I said, Dr. Petra, I understand this. I understand that when I come in and I create a painting, that I am reacting to that painting, and then I hear someone speaking to me, and then I listen and I respond. I said, but where is God? Right? And she said, all of them. All of them. We are God. We are God, interacting with God, individualized expression of God. And so that quote is actually in the book, if you've read the book. So just a quick, because I honestly don't like to talk too much about myself, but since then, I have been teaching spiritual art retreats where I do meld spirituality with creativity and art making. And I attract people that are writers and musicians and dancers, all sorts of people, because it's not, right? It's not about the oil paint. It's about what's going on in your head, right? It's your consciousness that you bring to the process. And as I wrote the book, I realized, oh my gosh, this applies to life. This is a message of life. And it's funny, as I move on, I love making art, but boy, I've been speaking at spiritual centers. I love working with people. This is where I feel that presence, you know, when you're singing and you feel that place. So today, we're going to talk about this from a slightly different perspective, and we're going to look at the Bodhi tradition just briefly. I will tell you that one of the things that's a passion of mine is studying and being open to all the religions, all the dogmas, everything out there. And I have been voraciously reading. I read so many different books, Buddhist traditions, Ernest Holmes. I read New Thought. And what's really amazed me, even moving back into Catholicism and Christianity, I'm open because there are truths in every religion. And so I've become a collector of all these truths. So this is just a wonderful thing. I started going back and saying, how do we reference light? And why is it that light is so popular through all the religions? Be a light unto yourself. Betake yourself to no external refuge. Hold fast to the truth. Look not for refuge to anyone besides yourself. I mean, it can't be more clear, right? The light is in you. That's what the Buddhists are saying. It's not anywhere else. It's not in the government. It's not in your society. It's not even, I know you're not going to like this, it's not even in your spouse. It's not in your children. It's not in your job. It's in you. You. And when you put your refuge in you, in the God within, that's where the magic happens. That's where the magic happens. So I love to focus on this quote. And what I want to share with you that was so fascinating, I started thinking about it, because I love to think, right? And I thought about Buddha. And I don't know if you know the story. He searched and searched. He grew up privileged. He searched for the truth. And he went out into the world. And finally, what did he do? He sat down under the Bodhi tree and listened. There's a big message there. Stop your seeking. You're there right now. God is in you right now. Spirit is in you. Spirit is speaking to you all the time. You do not need to seek. You do not need to become something. You do not even need to make a beautiful piece of art. You are the art. And I thought, wow, what a wonderful, the vision of a tree that looks over you, that's with you, that's protecting you at all times. All you have to do is sit and listen. So we are honoring, actually today is Bodhi Day, to the 8th. And then I went back and I looked at the Jewish traditions. And one of the things I do actually right now, I support myself. I have a little part-time work at a Jewish senior community. And so I've befriended the rabbi and I have these wonderful conversations with him. And the Jewish faith has this wonderful quote. It's in Proverbs. The human spirit is the lamp of the Lord, searching every inmost part. The human spirit is the lamp of the Lord. If that doesn't say that we are connected to spirit, we are part and parcel, I love that quote, of spirit. The Jewish faith really looks towards that light. And when we think about when we think about the menorah and the stories of the oil in the lamp, what it's saying is it's endless, right? I want you to focus on that. The story that you should remember about this Jewish spiritual tradition is that it's telling you that light does not go out, right? We all think there's an end. They thought Esther's lamp would run out. They worried about it, but no, the lamp is endless. God, the power of God is endless. So we've got two messages here that I want to share with you today. You don't have to seek. You are right now in this room, in this moment, you are an individualized expression of God, and there is a wonderful, wonderful power in that. 2, that power will not run out. And I know, and I'll tell you, I'm at this age, right? my knees. things just seem to not work sometimes. So like this week, my left hand just started hurting. I have no idea why. But the power within you, the spirit of you, the essence of you, this is what Ernest Holmes is focusing on. Be spiritual. The essence of you is eternal, all knowing, all present, all the time. Does you know what that means? That means that you are eternal, always present. You don't need to seek. You just need to listen, and that force, that beautiful energy will flow through you. And when I create art, I realize that's what's happening. I sit in before the canvas, and I stop the judgment, I stop the criticism, and I create. So one of the things I talk about in my book is I talk about looking for moments of awe. I don't know if you've read that, but what it is it's when you just sit, when you look for the beauty. Always look for the moments of awe. This morning, I was driving here, and of course, little Chris would say, oh, look at this rain. And I'll tell you what, you guys get an award for just coming out today. So you should just go, oh my gosh, right? Because you came out in this weather, which means that you truly do honor the light already. This is an easy job. I got the guys that are already honoring the light, and they're taking the time to honor the light. But when I drove, that little voice, but then I stopped and I was driving, and the leaves, the yellow leaves were flowing across, and the raindrops were hitting the windshield. And I was driving down, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is utterly beauty. By being present, we see the lamp. We see the light. We see spirit. Just by being present. It wasn't sitting there going, oh, how many people are going to come to this? Is it, what's the rain going to do? Is it going to be cold? Blah. Judgment, criticism, that takes us out of spirit. We are stepping in to the essence of, we're stepping into receiving. We're making ourselves the most receiving vehicle to have a relationship with God. And when we think negative thoughts, when we're critical of others, when we hate, God's always speaking to us. I want to tell you that. God never stops. But we kind of move out of it a little bit, right? But when we sit there and I love, and when I sit there and I honor and love, I love the way they sang that song, and I love the way those leaves blew across the windshield, and I love the lyrics in Wileen's song, I am aligning with creative power. So, we want to touch upon this, and I love this Center for Spiritual Living because it always honors all the other faiths. Isn't that wonderful? And that's rare, right? As I go out in the world, it's very rare. I'm currently thinking about getting licensed as an interfaith minister. There's very few of them. There's very few interfaith ministers. Most ministries are devoted to one. So let's talk about Ernest Holmes, right? We have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer. A power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light, in a new life. So, Ernest Holmes speaks to us of this. Science of Mind speaks to us of this, that we are right where we need to be right now. Like the Bodhi tree, we don't have to go seek it, right? We don't have to worry that it's going to end. All we have to do is recognize it, recognizing it within ourselves. So today, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, because so much when we hear about speaking and we hear about light, we think about, I see the light, and I love that, but we want to be the light, right? Okay. So, I want to tell you something that happened to me when I was talking earlier, and where I'm leading up to with this is Thanksgiving week. I decided to stay home, and I got up the day before Thanksgiving, and you know how you have all that stuff we should do, the shoulds, right? Make this, make that, do this, clean the house, and I felt horrible. I don't know. I had that horrible, bad headache. It would have thought it was COVID, although I tested with COVID. It wasn't COVID. I just felt so horrible. And I ended up just laying on the couch. I just laid there on the couch. Oh my gosh, I just feel so sick. I felt my stomach was weird, and I don't know where it came from. And as I was laying there, and that's what I want to teach you today, I thought, how can I look for the light right now? How can I, in illness, look for the light? Because we are human, and we are going to walk through illness, all sorts of situations. So I want us to, what we're going to do today is I want to practice this with you. I sat there, and you know what I did? I sat on the couch, and my dogs were all piled up next to me. If you're lucky enough to have pets, you know. And I just put my hand down, and I petted the one dog. My eyes, I wouldn't even open my eyes. That's how bad the headache was. You know, one of those migraines with light. And I just petted the dog. And I focused on the beautiful soft fur of that dog. And I focused on the fact that my fingers were these wonderful receptors that could feel this beautiful dog right now, even though I'm sick and horribly incapacitated, God, Spirit, divine intelligence is speaking to me. And I felt it. And I thought, and I started breathing in. And I thought, and I could smell, I had bought this new candle, you know, one of those scented candles, and it was lit, and I could smell that scented candle. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Spirit is speaking to me in the scent of that candle, Spirit is always speaking to us. And so what I want to do with you today is we are going to practice this. So I listened to Dr. Petra's service 2 weeks ago, and she talked about, and it was wonderful, right? She did a list of what's the good things that are happening in the world. It was wonderful. And I thought, but sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm anxious and nervous. I just feel this swelling of nervous. How do I don't have I could have my phone in bed with me, but I don't have a phone in bed with me, so I can't access all the good things happening in the world, right? I don't know what's happening in the world. And quite frankly, lately, I'm kind of avoiding the news a little bit. I don't know if you're with me on that, but I'm literally one day a week. One day a week, I'm looking at the news. And it's keeping me up because really, it's the same thing over and over again. So the whole point being here is that I could touch that and I could feel it, and it brought me back to presence. And it was intimate. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is I'm going to do just a little sensory prayer here. I want you to follow with me on this. And I'm going to walk you through, because I want you to practice this. So when you wake up in the middle of the night, or when you have a really bad headache, or when you're ill, or you're incapacitated. I had COVID, I was in bed for 3 weeks. You can practice this. You can just sit there and feel the delightful texture of your blanket. Where are you focusing? Are you focusing on the light? Because the light is always present, right? It's always there. You do not need to seek it. It's right here. Right here. Correct? Okay. So first I want you all to find something in the room. I want you to notice something around you of beauty. Something that engages you. Just focus your eyes on it for a minute. Whether it's the flame of a candle, the PowerPoint, something, a tree, or you know what I love? And I want to teach you this as an artist. Shadows. Start looking at shadows. Shadows are beautiful. So I want you to focus on something of light right now for a minute. Just take a look at it. Keep staring at that one point of light. Breathe it in. Close your eyes and go within. Feel your body. I want you to feel your body. And now, I want you to return and I want you to touch something with your finger. It could be the chair next to you. It could be your dress, your blouse, or even your other thumb. I want you to rub your thumb over that and just feel it. Just feel the beauty of that touch. Now, I want you to take a minute And just, this is a tough one, but breathe in. See if you can smell something in the room, a scent, someone's perfume, a cologne, or even just candle wax. Be aware of it. When we are present, when we focus on the moment, when we let go of all thoughts of the future and the past, and we just focus on the smell of that candle wax, the feeling of my denim, the sight that I look at, we align with God, with Spirit. We align with Spirit. Now, last but not least, just listen. Listen for the sounds of the room and focus on a sound. And I want to share this with you. Sometimes, if you can't find a sound, it's the lack of sound that is so beautiful. Focus on the spaces in between the sound. Eckhart Tolle would say, for that is where God lies, in the silence between the sounds. Let's take one more moment to enjoy that space of silence. All right. Slowly open your eyes and come back to the room. And I'm going to do one last exercise with you. I want you to pick someone next to you. So I want you to pick an A and a B. So pick someone next to you, or move back a row if you have to. I want you to pick an A and a B. One of you is going to serve as the witness, and the other one is going to say a statement. Okay? So, who is the A's? All the A's assigned, raise your hands. Everybody got an A? Okay, A. Is there an A back there, buddy? A. Okay, A's, I want you to turn to the B. And B, all you need to do is sit there. All you do is listen. In A's, you're going to turn to B. And when I say it, we're all going to say this together. We're going to say, I am the light. So A's, you're going to say it all together. 1, 2, 3. I am the light. And B, you look at them. And I want B's to say back, I see the light. Now feel that. Now I want you to switch A's and B's. If you were B, you're now an A. If you're an A, you're now B. And now the new A's are going to say, I am the light. I am the light. And B say, I see the light. So, as we end this, I want you to remember that we don't have to seek the light. It's here. And in times that are rough, it's here. It's in your body. You can feel it. You can feel it with the beat of that music. It's always here. And I like to tell you this because there's certain things, even with limited capacity, you still have plenty of senses to recognize and see and connect with Spirit all the time. So I want you to recognize that. I want to thank you for being here today. I want you to thank you for coming out and being willing to see the light in others and yourself. So thank you.
Thank you, Chris. And, oops, I got the right one. So guys, this is a chance for us to give generously to CSLDallas. So please give generously and activate the law of giving and receiving and make a difference here at CSLDallas. Let's begin by saying our abundance affirmation together. Oops. Where it's not up there yet. Oh, it's up there. Okay, together. The peace, the power, and the light of the divine presence are present now. I resolve to see only the good and to see through limitation to that which is boundless and free. I see this boundless freedom, peace, power, and light for CSLDallas and for our community. I am grateful for the abundant good we have received and the gift that we are in our world. And so it is. Hey, there's a lot of different ways that you can give around here. You can use text giving, PayPal, auto tithing, or you can save CSLDallas a credit card fee and put your check or your cash in the mail or in the basket. Please pick whatever works best for you. Each year, we roll up our sleeves and help our local community out. This holiday season, we invite you to come and support the Metro Crest Holiday Store. We need volunteers to meet at their locations to help with stocking, cleaning, and a variety of other tasks, all to help support a worthwhile cause of making sure that families in need have a great holiday. So if you're interested, you can sign up in Brown's Lounge. You'll see the forms there. Or you can go to our website. Now, if you're looking for a fun way to celebrate New Year's, then the Vision Quest Art Experience is the place to be. Our very own Ryan Brown will be leading a meditative art experience that will allow you to uncover what the new year has in store for you. Create a vision board that is unique to you. It's a perfect time to sit down and get clear on your intentions for the new year. It's limited to only 20 seats, and typically it sells out, so make sure that you get registered by December 26th so that you can claim your spot. Now, speaking of the new year, our annual Burning Bowl celebration is on New Year's Day and is one of our most popular events for a reason. With electric music from our music team, a powerful message, and explosive ritual to welcome us into the new year. It's truly a special time for us to come together and to set our intentions for personally and for globally. It's also a time to unveil our annual theme, and it's a perfect fit for this upcoming year. So make sure to add CSLDallas to your plans for the New Year's festivities. Now, every Sunday, our spiritual coaches are available for your spiritual support, either in person or located in Brown's Lounge or online via Zoom. The link is in the chat right now. Now, we love being in the community with you, so stand and join me as we sing and celebrate our way out of here. And thank you to our fantastic music team.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.